So again, this is Old Man PHP. I create PHP video tutorials for the old guys who want to learn a new skill and compete with the young crowd. This is video, as you can see, 124U. Maybe I'll finish at Z, hopefully. And this video is going to be short because what I want to do is, remember how I added messages, like a message error message system right in the front of it, using the switch statement. Remember the switch statement? You remember that one? Well, we want to. What happens is we check to see if the set is set, right, and we use the switch statement. So the switch statement, right, acts like a if statement. I don't know if you remember, but we used to do that. You know, remember how you got your if and if else, and it kind of jumps to different branches. This is something like that, but more streamlined, more organized. And if you're gonna do like huge amount of ifs, then stick with the if then stuff. This one will be good just for a bunch of little things, maybe 10 to 12 items kind of thing. And you always gotta make sure I'm gonna show you in a second, because this is used for different action, right? When you hit the one case, then you hit the other case, it does something else. Then you have to break out. I'm gonna show you, because doing that way, the other one you could do a lot more stuff, right? This one you gotta be careful, right? So you can perform different action based on the different conditions. So if you use the switch statement, like to select one of the many blocks of code to be executed, that would be great. And it's much better done this way than actually doing the if statement. Now, like real quick, how it works is that, like, the expression, everything is an expression. Remember that? All these statements, they're all expressions. So what happens is the expression is evaluated like once, right? You're gonna see what I'm talking about. Let me see, what else can we do? Oh, maybe I can just pull it out. By the way, I gotta confess, I was gonna do it for the categories and suppliers, and we are. But the thing is, I couldn't wait any longer, so I did the suppliers because I wanted the video to be short, and we'll do the categories and show you how it's done real fast. So if I kind of went here, this is your suppliers. See how we did remember this one? It says the nav, and then I added this whole section right here. This whole section right here, from here to here. Okay. This whole section here. See how they could. See what happens is this is the evaluation, right? Oh, look at it. Remember this $get? Every time you're going to enter information, let's say into the database, you want to update the database, you want to delete. You know how, remember we got the header command statement, the one that redirects you. Well, what happens is you put in that comma with the word error and whatever equals to whatever the whatever number you choose. Like, for instance, in this case, it would be like when you add the inventory. I mean, it is an inventory system, but this is it right here. It checks this. See this get? So when it reads it, it goes right back to this file from your, where are we? Suppliers right here. So what happens is, remember all this, you already seen that, you want to insert, right? Remember that one? We did that on the last video. We added all these things. We did that for the categories. I know it's a little space here. Why so much spaces? And remember how you do this? You got to be in the same order that you have it in the database. This got to correspond to that. This one to this. that one too. I remember we already talked about that. But then comes this command. After you executed and you added all this stuff into it, now the database has it. What you do is you send you redirect. You use the word header and with the location and redirect it to the manager supply. That PHP. See this little question mark? That's going to be a query string. Error equals 1. And what happens is it goes in here, opens this guy all over again, goes down the line, and then it goes boom, right here. Is that $get error? See that error? It's the same error as this. So the query string is going to get, and the way to get this information, which is information that you see right here. That's why it's important to only use query strings or like gets for like normal little stupid things like the errors and what we're doing now. But important stuff like passwords and stuff, don't do that. Use the posts, okay? So anyway, it goes like this. It reads that file, which happens to be this one, goes down the line, and it says, oh, look, get, I got it. That's the error, remember, that we just saw. What number is it? Well, it goes like this. It says, well, let's do the switch. Switch does, I'm going to switch it through all of these. And then it says, oh, look, get error. What is it? Oh, I sent you a 1. And this is it right here, 1. And if it is a, so then you say success. We added that to the inventory or whatever thing that we could have. We could do it for different things, say different things. I just copied it from the main dashboard, put it into the server, which I already did just now, which you just saw right here, right? And then after you done that, what happens? You get this word break. Break means break out of this, and that's it. You're done. Then you keep going down the line, and this is what you kind of, you will see the actual dashboard, right? If you didn't have the break, what happens is it'll go down the line. It'll run. It'll go here, then it'll go here, then it'll go here. You just wasted so much time, energy, money. So you don't want to do that. So you break out of it, boom, get out of the situation, and that's it. And of course, these are the, to see this little thing here, remember we talked about it? That's the little X situation. Anyway, we're going to do this. We're going to open, let's see if we can copy this. Might have done it already. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to see. I had to do it because something happened and management of the building is going to have to go into the laboratory and see what the deal is there. Okay, so we already got that. We already know about the error. So let's get out of this. Let's close that up. Let's do this editor here. Let's close that. See this right here? Error equals 1. That will be, which one is this one? I just used it as equal 1, but we could change that. And then this delete, we did, yeah, okay. We used 1. We could change it to different things, okay? I just kind of did that because we're testing it out. But, you can change that. So, it's not, so now you come, be careful, home. What did I do? That was, because sometimes if you move something, it'll look at it like you're doing a change. So now I'm going to do a Command Z and see what's going on. I guess it was nothing. Right? Huh. Okay. It was nothing. Whatever it was, I don't know. Might have been a space. Hope it didn't break it. And I gotta deal with this too. This slowness before. Let me see. Let's get out of here. Now, let's come here and let's get the categories. That's the one we want. And we want to go to this one. Alright, so we got let's move this guy to the front. Alright, so we go down the line Here's your navigation, and I didn't put it in yet. Okay, very good. So we go here to navigation. Let's put that in here. Let's move that right in there. You saw how what I did? What's the rest of this? I guess that's it. Let's put a little space there. We're going to use the same thing. You know, you can do different things. It's up to you. But right now, we're just using number 1, okay? So we don't have to deal with it. Okay, now we're saving it. That's your categories. Remember that. Oh, boy. You know what I feel like eating? I feel like eating pancakes. Then you go down here and it's okay, let's check out the fields. Remember the fields? The first one was insert, and you got this says equal 1. That was because I was doing something different, but we deleting this. We're going to use, where are we? I'm getting myself confused here. Alright, so we'll go right here. We'll say, let's go E. That's kind of what we're using, right? Right now it's just, we'll do it that way. I mean, let's see. And then you go and do it this way. Like that. And when we save it, let me take a sip of this coffee. I know it's 10:30 in the morning. It is actually my second cup. First cup, I drink 2 cups in the morning. That's it. All right, now we did that. So let's go here and let's get in. Okay, supplies we already did. I already showed you that. Let's go to categories. I don't know how many categories do we have. How about we say products, produce? How about we add an S? So we do S, right? Excuse me, sirs. This is the, let's say add S. Boom, see? Successful new item added to the inventory, but you can just say, you can change it for this particular case. You can just say change it for and you can say add it, or is it what we just did? We did the right here. Where are we? Let's take a look at what it, which one it is. So let's see if we did. New item added to inventory. Okay, the record has been modified. So we're gonna do this one. We're gonna do this one. That will be number 7. See that right there, number 7. So we go here. Let's go to the update right here, and we're gonna say number 7 right here. This is a full-blown thing. After I finish doing this, I'm going to do the timing. You know how you... Give me a second. Wait for this to go. Oh boy. Take too long, man. Okay, let's say this. Oh, remember that little thing that we were talking about before? What was that? What is that thing? What is that thing? Let me see. Is it here? Or is it... right here? See this right here? This piece right here, this is what this is, this X. See how it lit up right there? That means I can get out of it. Uh-oh, got a problem. What was the problem that we had from before? Oh, I know what it is. That's okay, we're gonna have to add it up on the next one because I gotta go to JavaScript. Oh man, they want to deal with JavaScript right now. Oh, I should have done it anyway. Let me see. Let's go here. Now my video's gonna get long. You saw it working on the main this? This doesn't have JavaScript. The one I'm looking for is this guy. I wanted to see if I can these guys right here. So this one was for the blacklist, but that's okay. Let me see if this is what we needed to do. And you know what's bugging me too? Man, I can never find the stuff that I need to find. Where is it? Is it this one? Not only that my computer's messed up, I'm already losing color. I'm gonna do my best to get them, but I don't know. It's crazy, you know. Let's see what we got here. I might have to refresh for it to take. I might have to refresh it, yeah. And it's gonna go away too. Oh no. There you go. Done. You saw how I did that? So we'll take the same one and put it in the supplier. So we'll go here. Go to the supplier. Get to the bottom of the supplier. Let's put it over here. Just like I've been doing. Before that, and that's it. You go like this. Remember, this is the JavaScript stuff, and it should be, and you get jQuery plus Bootstrap. They use them like that. First jQuery on top, then Bootstrap below, so that we can get rid of that X. Use that X. If I went to, I know it's gonna work anyway because you already seen it, so I'm not even gonna bother going there. But what I wanted to do, what was it I wanted to do? Oh yeah, I wanted to check it. Let's say we did this. We said, let's check and see if it works. Let's get rid of the S, although it kind of did put the X. It did do that. Let's do this. That works. What else we got? Let's see. Let's do product. Let's do PRO. Remember, we were doing something before. Okay, here it goes. Let's do that one. Then we're gonna add it. There you go, it was added. Remember, we could change that. And let's say you wanted to delete it. Boom. There you go. Ah, great stuff. This is a full-blown thing. I'm gonna add the categories. I already did that. Let me see, suppliers. Looks good. Yeah, suppliers. Supplier or suppliers? Might be suppliers table. I don't know. Let's see. We can even add pictures and stuff like that. But I don't really care for that. I just want an app, a web app that works, an intranet stuff that can work for different companies. What is the name of the? I don't know. I'm gonna have to do something with Amazon. I'm gonna have to find out what does it use. It's I mean, that's one of the vendors, but it really is not a vendor. This is a supplier because it's supplying. You know, I don't know if you guys know, but Amazon is Amazon, right? They do have their own, like, they do create products and stuff for them, you know, but they also help you have stores inside Amazon. So I can have a store, you can have a store, and you can just find, you can do the drop ship stuff, right? You know, it's a store and you can buy a whole bunch and put it in some warehouse, or it'll be like one item at a time, which is okay. But what happens is you're the one. So when you see something that you got from Amazon, trust me when I tell you, it ain't Amazon itself making it, giving it to you. They're just selling this stuff. It's other people's stores that are actually selling this to you. So if you pay attention, you'll see the different companies that are doing this. I was gonna do it too, but I don't get on planes, and that means I will have to go to China and then find a warehouse and the whole thing. And I don't know. It's just the opportunity went away because I don't go on planes. Anyway, this is it. On the next one, on the next video, we're gonna talk about the timing. So in other words, I came here, right? Let's go to the dashboard. I'm here. I want to do something, and guess what? I walked away. I walked away. You know, I think that even after a while, this will time out. But I walked away. I want to give it like 20 minutes timeout. And you can set it up in JavaScript using a set timeout. I don't know if you... we used those things when we did the scrolling, and we also used it for... I forgot. A long time ago. I'm talking about when videos were like in the teens or something like that. Right now we're like over 150. So if you, well, anyway, I'll show you anyway. So what happens is on this one we're gonna do it right now. Let's say I walked away, 20 minutes passed, maybe 30 minutes, and I said, oh, let me do some work. So then I put this information here, I put this information here, and then I hit the robot. Then when I do this, guess what? Timed out already. So it's gonna take you back to the login. Yeah, it'll take you back to this login page. So anything that you added to that little thing there, it's not going to be copied. You will have to log back in and then do it again. It says you're within the range, then you'll be able to do your work. I might expand it to 30 minutes. But that's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how to do that. It's going to happen in the PHP side, but it's also going to happen in the JavaScript side. Just in case, you know, somehow somebody turned off the JavaScript. And I think most likely people will not do that, turn it off. But just in case, you know what I mean? Anyway, this is what I got for this video. Hey, man. Just, you know, give me a thumbs up. That really helps me out. Subscribe and give me a comments. Give me anything. See what do you want me to do next? I mean, after I do the timeout thing, I think we're going straight. Hopefully, I don't have to think of anything else that will happen. I think we're going to go straight to the reports. We're going to create 5 reports. Then once it's going to be separate, right? We're going to have it. Let me see. Let's get back in there real quick. I know I'm going to say my goodbyes, but it's going to be right here. So we'll have like separate buttons for different reports. Right now we're doing this. It's doing all right. It's healthy. We'll have like and if something is wrong below the number, like let's say bananas you wanted 50, but now you already hit 10. And you know it's going to be 10 because I went here to editor, right? It says it right here, 10. If I wanted to expand it to 5, I could. 15, meaning that once it hits 15, I'll get a, it'll send the information to the vendor, which we don't have that set up yet, and an email to the manager. All right. Anyway, that's what it is. That's all I got. Thank you very much. Until next time, a good night.